Jason Bittner, welcome to BeatIt.tv, the Polish drummers website.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for your time. And we are catching up with you at the Drumfest 2016, is it? Yes.
Yep.
Yes. In Opole, Poland.
For another few months.
Oh yeah, true. Approaching the end, but still.
Yep.
And you've got two gigs actually at this event, right?
Yes.
First you're playing with your band, Flotsam and Jetsam, and that's tonight.
Yep.
And then tomorrow there's a clinic.
Yep.
So, is Flotsam and Jetsam on tour right now as we speak?
As of this evening, this is the culmination of 6 weeks in Europe. This is the last show of about a little over 5.5 weeks in Europe. We've been gone for 6 total.
Right.
In total. We just finished. We just did 29 shows with Destruction across Europe, and that tour ended last Sunday rather. And then Monday we flew to Greece and did a few shows there, and now we're here.
Right. So it's been so long that you can actually sum up the tour.
Yeah.
What are your impressions of the tour?
It was a great tour. We had a lot of fun. We had a blast with Destruction. They're our brothers from Germany now. We were friends with them before, but like after touring with them, it's just like, it's one big happy family now. And it was a great tour. There was a lot of ups and downs. We encountered a lot of things that were not so savory along the way, including a really, really bad night in Belgium in a rest area with some unsavory people, but we made it through, thankfully, and we lived to tell the tale. But as I said, it was with a lot of ups and downs. We started with bus problems from the beginning. We were all supposed to be on one bus total. There was 4 bands total in total, and all 24 of us were supposed to be on one bus. That bus was never completed. So we started with 2 buses that we did for pretty much 75% of the tour, and then all of a sudden this one bus shows up and we're supposed to cram into this one bus, and we knew from the get-go that it was probably a bad idea. 5 days later, it broke down, it died, it blew up, it caught on fire. I was pulled out of my bunk to get off the bus. Needless to say, our gut feeling was stay on the other 2 buses, which we should have did, but the tour was great. We played all over Europe. Some of the crowds were amazing. There was a few light ones here and there, but for the most part, it was a great tour. And as I said, it ended in Mannheim, Germany last week, and then we went down to Greece. We played in Thessaloniki and Athens last night, and now we're here.
And is this the final show, actually?
This is the final show for the band, yep.
Okay.
Yep. We go home, they have 11 days off. Since I stay here for a few more days, I have 9 days off.
Right.
And then we start 5 weeks in the US.
Okay.
Yep.
Anything special for tonight, as it's going to be the last European show?
Yeah, we're gonna stay awake and not pass out before the show is over. We're conserving every single little bit of what little energy we have left. Literally, we didn't get home. We didn't get to the hotel from the Athens show last night until 1 o'clock in the morning. We were up in the lobby at 5:30 to fly here. 5-hour van ride, so we're all, pretty exhausted. But for us, it's one more night. It's let's go out, let's do our 80 minutes and give the last little blood, sweat, and tears we have, because we know that tomorrow we can start resting.
Yeah.
Well, at least they can.
Yeah, they can. True.
Yep.
So, since it is quite a tiresome thing, traveling more than playing, actually. What do you do to stay in shape and to be at your best on stage?
For me, it's about trying to stay as healthy as possible. I try to eat as well as I can. It's a lot different when you're on the road. You don't have all the comforts of home and whatnot. I stopped drinking alcohol 4 years ago. It'll actually be 4 years on Monday. Because I got sick with pancreatitis back in 2012, and it's a nasty disease. It's a nasty situation that I didn't want ever to come back again, so the doctor suggested I stop drinking. So I did. That really helped me in and of itself a lot on tour, because without fighting a hangover. Even if you only have a couple beers at the end of the show, you're still knocking your immune system down for the next day. So just getting that out of my life has helped my show a lot. It's helped me, my stamina on tour, a lot of vitamins, health foods, working out, yoga. I started this tour really good. Like, I was doing my workout for probably the first 2 weeks of the tour, and I just got sidetracked and just, started reserving my energy just for the show. Because once you start playing, and when you don't have any days off, it's a lot too. You get 1 day off every 13 days. The last thing you want to do is go to the gym. You just want to sleep all day. But that's why I look forward to my time at home to get back in the gym, get my stuff together again.
So these days, the rock and roll is on stage, not off stage.
The rock and roll is on stage for absolutely. Like we're we're pretty pathetic at this point. Like when we're off the stage, within 45 minutes, most of us are in our bunks, just trying to go to sleep.
Right.
Like, we've been doing this for so long. Like the younger bands downstairs in the lounge partying. Like, yeah, been there, done that 20 years ago. We're going to bed.
Right.
We don't have the energy for that anymore.
A warm-up routine before a show. Do you do that?
Yeah, that's one thing I stick by. I stretch for about 20 minutes or so. Get my hands stretched, my legs, my feet, my ankles, and I do 20 minutes on the pad. I like to I usually give myself a half an hour from the changeover time of the band before me to get my, to get the pad out and get things together. The only time I don't warm up is if you happen to have one of those nights where there's just nowhere to do it, or for an unforeseen circumstance. Like, for instance, like the last night of the tour. The last night of the tour was in Mannheim, and our bus decided to die the night before, and we weren't even sure we were going to make the show. We made the show an hour after the doors opened. Like, literally, bus pulling up with the trailer. So we did everything we could just to get the show happening. So it was a night like that where, like, there wasn't even thought of a warm-up. It was just like, what time did I put my stage clothes on and run over, get the show over with, because we only got like a half an hour to play because then we're cutting the sets. Let's just get it done.
Yeah.
For the most,
the stress will warm you up itself.
But that once you have that adrenaline going, you don't think about the warm-up. And plus, when you're on a tour, the only time I don't have the only time I might not warm up is towards the end of a tour. If I've been on the road for 3.5 weeks, I'm pretty much usually ready to go. But I still like to sit down at the pad for 20 minutes and do something. I feel better mentally if I do that.
How different is it? How differently do you approach preparing for a clinic? I mean, a warm-up for a clinic.
Same thing.
No warm-up?
There's still a warm-up, but there's no difference from a clinic from a show the way I warm up. It's just, what am I playing in the clinic instead? Like, my mental state might be somewhere different, but as far as my physical state, I'm still doing the same kind of warm up. I'm probably more nervous though for the clinic than I am for the shows. Yeah, I don't think about band shows, to be honest with you, because I've just been doing it for so long. And when you're out there with the band, you're with the band. When you're in the clinic environment, you're by yourself. If you make a mistake, there's nobody to blame it on. Oh, the bass player made a mistake. No, dude, there's no bass player on stage. So, you know, there's just a little bit more of pressure, I think, because, you know, I want to perform to my utmost of my abilities, and, you know, I might pull songs out of the hat that I haven't played in a while. So then it's that kind of going for it things. Like, I hope I don't mess this up. I haven't played this song in a while. Oops.
So it's more like being in the studio, only there's no do-over.
Exactly.
Right.
Unless you want to go, all right, I messed that up. I'm going to try it one more time. I've done that. There were times where I've like started a song and picked a different song that wasn't at a level sound-wise as the last one, and I'm 10 seconds into it and I can't hear anything. And instead of trying to suffer my way through it, I'll stop. All right, hold on. The levels are fix it. Okay, let's try this again. I learned the hard way. When I first started doing clinics, I would do that. I would just try to, like, you know, fight through it and just don't stop. Just keep going. And then I got to a point where I'm like, why am I killing myself like this? Just stop and easily explain to the crowd, I can't hear what's going on. Gonna fix the level, and then we're gonna play it right.
Clinic, actually.
Right, exactly. Yeah, it just shows that I'm a human being and not a robot.